So according to Vladimir Putin, Russia will very soon unveil some new weapons that they have created. So according to many experts, what the Russians are currently about to unveil, the West and Uncle Sam have no Sam. By the way, you watch the video before I talk about it.
Continue to work according to plan. I have already said that, and it's not a secret for anyone. The novelty, the state-of-the-art nature of our deterrence means is better than any other state might boast, and we keep on developing this. As I said it before, we continue this work, and I believe that in the nearest future we will have a chance to announce a new weapon. We spoke about it before, but now the tests are ongoing, which are successful.
Now, on Slaviangrad and Sputnik Africa, they explain what these most new weapons are going to be. One is going to be drone jammers, and two, they also spoke about intercontinental ballistic missiles. I believe they are working on some form of intercontinental ballistic missile, which is going to be similar to Orishnik. We all know that there is no country today on this earth that have any weapon that is close to Orishnik missiles. You know, Orishnik is capable of carrying nuclear warheads. I believe they are creating something very similar to Orishnik, but I'm not too sure what this intercontinental ballistic missile is going to be like, but I believe that it will be similar to Orishnik missiles. And they also spoke about drones, right? Now, according to many Russian military experts, offensive has become very difficult for them. We all know with the introduction of drone warfare, drones have become a major problem on the battlefield, making offensive very, very difficult. So they are creating a system that will be able to jam drone signals. According to Slav, this new drone jammer that the Russians are building, there is no country on earth here that have the same thing. Already we have drone jammers in the system, but these drone jammers, not all drones can be jammed. So with the introduction of this new system, it's going to be more effective than any other drone jammer in the world. Already there is no country today that is on the level of the Russians and the Chinese when it comes to drone system. It's quite interesting to sometimes see, the Ukrainians and the West criticizing China. But are you aware that most of these drones, both on the Ukrainian side and on the Russian side, all of them, they bypass from China? It's quite interesting. But the main point is they continue to criticize China, that China is only helping the Russians. But the point is the Chinese are helping both sides, realistically, because they continue to sell parts to both sides. So, by the way, that is a topic for another day. You know how we do it. I am going to give you guys most of the update in this video. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and to our regular viewers, please hit on the like button. It's very, very important. This helps the video to go far. This commander revealed shocking secrets about Kursk operation. I hope all of you remember what happened in Kursk. Ukrainians invaded Kursk. Now, according to this commander, after their investigation, after arresting some, prisoners of war in Kursk who are mercenaries. So after the investigation, they realized that the West promised. I'm not the one saying it. This commander is saying it. According to him, the West promised these foreign mercenaries who are fighting in Kursk that if they unalive every civilian. So if you're a mercenary, if you unalive every civilian, you receive 1,000 euros or $1,000, which is quite shocking to me. It's unfortunate that during the Kursk operation, I was not giving updates on YouTube here. I was still giving updates on TikTok. Those of you who follow me on TikTok, during the Kursk operation, I said it several times that what is happening in Kursk doesn't make sense, because most of those who are fighting in Kursk were not Ukrainians. Most of them were mercenaries, and their style of fighting, despite the Russians winning these guys were still fighting relentlessly. Now this explains why, this interview explains to me why these guys were fighting non-stop, because you know they were getting something out of it, right? I posted a lot of videos and pictures of the whole Kursk operation on Twitter. It was horrifying, but these guys still went ahead to fight because they promised them something, because they were getting something out of it. Now, he made one example about the Kursk operation of an incident whereby, you know, this mercenaries called an old man, and the old man didn't hear, and they decided to, you know, unalive him. After unaliving him, they took a picture of this old man and sent it to those who contracted them, basically in the West. And right away, they decided to send them their $1,000 or 1,000 euros. So this whole thing is quite shocking to me. But this is to tell us how these guys are willing, or the length they are willing to go just to see the defeat of Russia. But unfortunate for them, it didn't go as planned. The North Koreans came in, and North Korea was able to help the Russians, and in fact, they won the Kursk battle. Oh, talking about North Korea, before I forget, so Medvedev, Kim Jong-un, and Vladimir Putin, they all spoke about North Korea participation in Kursk operation. So the Russians, especially Medvedev, let me talk about Medvedev first. So yesterday, Medvedev, in a video, appreciated North Korea's participation in Kursk operation. According to Medvedev, the Russians really appreciate North Korea's support for them. According to him, there is no support more than somebody laying down his life to support you. So North Koreans, you know, supported the Russians with their blood, not sweat, but with blood. And I believe that the Russians maybe will pay back in future. By the way, I think the North Koreans are also paying the Russians back. So during the Korea War, the Russians also supported North Korea. So, you know, these guys, this is to tell us the level of the friendship between these two countries. They are willing to sacrifice their lives to support each other. And I've said it repeatedly on this platform that North Korea, one way or the other, is benefiting from this war, right? So North Korea is also selling weapons. They are selling, not selling, sorry. They are selling some components to the Russian government. So the Russian government continue to pay billions and billions of millions and dollars to North Korea. And North Korea also took advantage of this whole Kursk operation, and they trained their army. Most of these North Korean weapons that we see them launching every day, it has never been tested in real combat. So when North Korea went, or when the North Koreans went to Kursk, they didn't use Russian weapons. They decided to go in with their own weapons. So they tested their weapons in this combat, and it proved to be effective, I believe, because at the end of the day, we know what happened in Kursk. They won. So if their weapons were not that effective, they wouldn't have won the Kursk operation. I hope this makes sense. Even today, North Korean soldiers were marching with Russian flag in their hands and North Korean flag. This is to tell us the chemistry and the level of friendship between these two countries. By the way, you watch the video. I don't want this video to be too long because one thing I'm trying to do is I don't want to waste you guys your time with too long videos. So I want my videos to be, you know, short but not too short, but I always want to make sure that I pack my videos with important updates, because sometimes when the videos are too long, you end up talking rubbish. That's a fact. By the way, Thank you very much for watching this video once again. If you watch the video to the very end, you know what to do. Let me know where you are watching this video from. Shalom. See you guys in the next episode.